What's up agents, Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 PTS video. In today's video I want to talk about the new gear sets that have been showcased in the latest patch notes. Now the patch notes that were released were updated yesterday, so I advise you guys to go and check them out. They were changed, they were fixed because there were some wrong numbers that were added, as I mentioned in the actual video I made the day before yesterday. And also the fact that they've added Heartbreaker gear set and the Uzina Getica or Getica gear brand set, whatever it's called. These two sets are absolutely incredible and are going to replace a lot of your current builds. So I want to talk about just a couple of things today. We don't actually have access to these sets yet, or any of the named or exotic items. I think I got one of the named LMGs, but it was bugged out, so I cannot even review it for you guys because it's just completely bugged out. So what I want to talk about is the fact that I think Spotter is going to be very prominent or very powerful in the coming update. Why is that? Well, let's go through the first thing that we saw when we actually looked at the patch notes. Link will be in the description if you guys want to actually look at it. So the closer chest piece has got perfect spotter on it. Now we don't know exactly what brand set it is. I'm guessing it's going to be something different to Fenris and Providence because we've got perfect glass cannon on Providence, and on Fenris a different talent there. So it could be one of the other ones, or who knows, it could even be Uzina Getica could have it. I don't know. So the talent perfect spotter amplifies total weapon damage and skill damage by 20%. That's now been changed to pulsed enemies. So what we have now is Heartbreaker gear set. So the Heartbreaker gear set looks absolutely insane, and yes, it does look very much overpowered, but it does require headshots, which could change the game up a bit. Now, before we get into this gear set, I want to talk about the fact that headshots were a lot easier when people were using shields. Shields have been nerfed. So just keep this in mind whenever you get into an engagement and you pull out your shield. Everyone whipped out a shield and then started shooting. That would mean that players would tend to stand still, and it would protect you from body shotters. Now body shot builds I feel like are going to be a lot stronger, so the fact that the Heartbreaker gear set comes in when the shields get nerfed could mean that it's not going to be as overpowered as what it could be prior to the shield nerf. Because when someone holds out a shield, they're basically sitting ducks, they can't move too much, there's less strafing, and you can beam them in the face. So it was easier to hit headshots in this current patch than in the normal game right now. Now obviously that's dependent on the situation, but that's how I feel, and I'm sure you guys who play PvP will agree with that. So it might not be as strong as we think, but once I get hold of this gear set, I will be able to actually try it, everything, and test it for you guys. I've got some really crazy build ideas. Heartbreaker gear set. The 2-piece is 15% LMG and assault rifle damage, 3-piece 15% weapon handling. The 4-piece of the gear set is going to be Heartstopper. Headshots apply a pulse for 5 seconds. Now think about this. So you hit a headshot, you apply a pulse for 5 seconds. I do know that the specialization tree is going to change, and potentially we won't have linked laser pointer, so this could be very, very good for that reason. But we can also just pulse people. So the next part says weapon hits on pulsed enemies add and refreshes. Now keep in mind this is refreshes. A stack of 1% bonus armor and 1% damage to pulsed enemies for 5 seconds, and you can stack that up to 50% for both, which is really, really good. So let's just think about this for a second. So you don't actually have to hit a headshot. If you use the normal pulse, you in theory could pulse the player and then get all of the stacking bonus armor and damage. Now, once I get hold of the set, I will be able to test it for you guys, and as you know, I will always provide the best builds for you, because obviously this will go so well with the Kingbreaker assault rifle and the closer perfect spotter chest piece, but we're going to have to see how it works because there's a bit more to it. You know, hitting headshots will pulse them. So there's many benefits to that. Spotter will give you so much damage, plus the damage from the 4-piece and the actual bonus armor. But the thing is what if you just put the skill, the pulse on, and then just pulse people? And there's a mask which gives you pulse haste. What if you just use that and pulse people and just body shot them? You don't even have to hit headshots. So we're going to have to see how this works together and how this combo goes. But I will let you guys know once we get it. I will update you on what I found. So the next part is going to be the chest. Now, if you want to run the actual gear set chest piece, the max stack is now 100. It's 100% damage and 100% stack bonus armor. The backpack, if you run that as well, stacks now apply 2%. So it's going to be 2% bonus armor and 1% bonus armor for 50 stacks. But if you wear the chest piece, 100 stacks, that's 200% damage and bonus armor, which is, it just sounds too good, but we're going to have to see. They're probably going to have to tweak it, but we will check that out and I'll let you guys know. So the next one is going to be Uzina Getica or Getica, I don't know how to pronounce that. 5% armor, 10% armor on kill, 10% hazard protection. In my eyes, this will seem to, or I think it will replace the 511 brand set. So hopefully that brand set gets updated, but I think this is going to have a lot of potential. Armor on kill is very usable. We can probably make way better armor on kill builds now, which is going to be amazing. We'll have to check that out. Hazard protection is a bit difficult to get there. The 3-piece, again, I don't know why it's so difficult to get Hasbro. It would be nice if to be honest, guys, I would prefer it if the Hasbro was, for example, the 2-piece or even the one piece. That would be great, but hey, that's just how it is. Once I get hold of all these sets, I cannot wait to stack them up. There are so many different items. The Dare LMG with perfect flatline amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies, and the Kingbreaker amplifies, again, damage to enemies by 20%. So it's going to be insane, but I will leave a link in the description for my anti-pulse build. You have 100% resistance to the pulse. Go check that build out, get the pieces ready so that you can mitigate these powerful builds that are coming, because the Heartbreaker will break your heart, I can tell you right now. So make sure you guys are ready for it. So hopefully you do leave a like on this video, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon in the next one. Peace out.